I think everybody would like to know how you got to be Stevie Wonder's drummer.
How I became Stevie Wonder's drummer.
How did you get that gig? It's got to be amazing for you.
Yeah, it's one of the greatest music experiences of my life.
Has to be.
And but the way I came about the gig was a good friend of mine, Mike Phillips, who Stevie discovered when he was fairly young. Mentioned my name to Stevie. Mike said I'm one of his favorite drummers. He loves the way I approach the music and how I play, and he kind of overheard a little conversation and threw my name in the loop and said, Stevie, you might want to hear my boy Tyrone from Portland, man. He'll play your music the way you want your music to be played. And, I got the call, just based off his recommendation. So big ups to Mike Phillips for making that happen. So,
Did you have to audition for him?
Basically, I was supposed to go down to LA, but he had some meetings going on, so I ended up getting a phone call and had to basically learn 6 songs, go to a studio, play over the 6 songs, and send the audition in to him. And about a week later, gave me feedback and said he really liked how everything sounded, and they wanted to give me a shot. So.
What was it like meeting Stevie Wonder? I mean, he's an icon. He's like, he's a giant. He should be on Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, he's definitely one of the music trifecta.
Yeah.
You had Michael, Prince, and then Stevie Wonder. So it was like I just can't go bad with that. And,
so what was it like meeting him?
It was surreal. It was surreal. At first, I was just like so nervous because my first actual meeting with him was July 17th at the LA Jazz Fest West, and I played with Mike Phillips there, and Mike set it up for him to come up and play a song with us called Giant Steps. So we had finished the set, and
Coltrane Giant Steps?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. So we finished our set, and we were kind of waiting around because he was running a little late. But then finally he came up the stairs, and my heart was just beating fast.
Oh man.
And he just got on the keys and played the song, and we played it with him, and it was just crazy. That was my introduction to him, just in front of like 15,000 people. Giant Steps. And then afterwards, got off the stairs, and his MD, Nate Watts, introduced me to him, and shook my hand and just said he couldn't wait to to start getting it in with me. So same was back. So
that's amazing.
Yeah,
that's amazing. So you've played gigs with him since then?
Yes, I did a gig with him in Toronto, and then the next night I did another hit with him in Wilmington, Delaware, at a funeral. So.
And to sit there and play all of those great tunes.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've played them with, cover bands, but it's nothing like playing with the actual man.
Yeah.
So.
Wow.
It's just one of them things. You just can't beat it. And in some ways, it's just pretty undescribable. That still hasn't. I don't even think it's really sunk in yet.
Yeah.
Because I was just so in my mind about being prepared and making sure that I do my best, so I don't want to be the dude to mess up any of the songs. So in my mind, I'm making sure that I'm got my stuff on point. So
yeah. Wow, it's almost like a dream come true. I mean, it's like it really, for any musician to be able to play with Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, so you play in so many different genres. I mean, you're a jazz drummer, you're a funk drummer, you're a rock drummer. Is there something that separates it? I'm gonna talk to Drew Scholes one time. Drew Scholes told me, and it was weird. He said, "I play everything, but I play everything through crunk," which I thought was a very interesting concept. How does it work for you?
For me, I learned how to play everything out of church. I primarily was a gospel drummer for the bulk of my career, actually till I moved up here to Portland in 2004.
Yeah.
So once I got here, I started learning how to play covers because I really never played it. But it was funny because being in church, you're actually playing covers all the time also.
Yes.
You're playing off of other people's records. So mentally that prepares you how to learn songs, the hits, the nuances of, doing cymbal swells, when to do a feel here, your dynamics. So church pretty much prepared me for everything, and church covers so many diverse genres. It just covers pretty much everything you could think of.
Yeah.
So, my introduction actually to playing jazz was playing shouting music like this. And then one day I just did the writing, ding 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 ding. That was jazz for me. That's how I actually learned how to start swinging.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay, that's a church backbeat, shout beat. So I was like, all right, cool. So I've just learned how to do that. And I kind of developed my own little language playing too, which kind of separates me from a lot of people to the point to where they come in the room, they understand that it's, man, that's Tyrone playing. I hear those moves, and I hear the way kind of his attack is. So, for any young musicians out there, really do your research. Find you 5 influential guys. Like for me, my top 5 drummers. Like this morning, I was just looking at like Steve Jordan.
Yes.
This one guy, Joe Smith. He's like the godfather of bass and drums in the gospel genre. Then you got Teddy Campbell. He's a big influence on me. Then there's another guy named Gordon Campbell, and like Will Kennedy and Carter Buford. Like those guys there, they just cover so many diverse ranges of music, and I just love the way their approach is. So I apply what I see from them to what I do in my everyday, endeavors as going on as a musician.
Yeah.
And definitely, for drummers, really try to open up your ears to be producers, because we're quarterbacks when we're on the drum set. We're, I'm not saying we're the most important, but we pretty much are important. I mean, anybody else on stage could hit a wrong note, and they could kind of lay back and play underneath that wrong note. But if we hit the wrong beat, man, it messes up everything. So we really got to be on point with what we do. And, like I said, we quarterback things when we're back there. We can make or break a show. So it's really important that, we really take our craft serious, to learn people's material, what I'm saying, be on time, being prepared, bring a notebook, bring a recorder. These are very essential things. It's be prepared, be the best prepared person when you walk in the room.
Yeah.
That's my advice to anybody coming up.
Yeah. Do you want to lead a band?
I would love to one day. And I practically do. I have the group Doodle Funk All Stars.
Yes.
I got Tony Ozier, D Dove, Eric Lewis, Mike Whitmore. Put one up for you guys. What I'm saying. But I pretty much, never sorry, Ed Stroggins. The great Janet Stroggins' daughters. So yeah. So we have a group called the Doodle Funk All Stars, and I pretty much, quarterback that whole ship over there. With rehearsals and when we're on stage and stuff like that. Putting the set list together. So. I'm constantly always kind of in the driver's seat. Keegan Smith and the fam, my boys Chris Chard, Josh Worth, Justin Dodge, Keegan, Josh Burns. I pretty much quarterback that situation too.
Yeah.
It's like I'm kind of the Energizer bunny back there on the drum set. You know what I'm saying?
You find yourself to be a natural leader?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of had to. You kind of get that way. You know what I'm saying? And it's not a bad thing to be a leader. You know what I'm saying?
No.
But I'm learning. Even being a leader, I'm still open to any and everything. And so that's what keeps me, keeps people wanting to work with me and everything, because they know when I step in a room, it's not about me, it's about the music, and it's always going to be about the music first. So whatever I have to do to make the music project over to you guys or to whoever, I'm going to do that. That's what it's all about at the end of the day, is the music. So that's what keeps me going.
Are you really related to Jimi Hendrix?
Yes, I am. He's my grandfather's brother's son. So really haven't met the family. Been trying to make some things happen, and one day I believe it will happen. My grandfather unfortunately passed, but he never really talked about it as much. And ever since I kind of moved up here to Portland, that's when kind of more things have kind of been getting revealed about certain things. But one day, like I said, I really would love to meet the family, have my kids meet the family. I got daughters, I got sons. I really love them to know that was they have a great cousin that was part of their lineage. And so you can't beat that.
So what's your next gig with Stevie? Got one?
Don't know yet. Still waiting. They kind of send me the information as it comes in, but I'm ready as soon as the call comes.